Hey guys, Dave here with another review for you. What I have on review for you today is another thing from my top 20 fall and winter. It is one of my current favorites right now. It's slowly climbing its way up my top, almost in my top 5 already. I'm really liking this stuff. This is from the house of Lancome, and this is Hypnose Homme. Came out back in 2007. It's got a nice bottle. It says Hypnose Homme on the top. Box is just pretty plain black, nothing too special about it. You should have a 5-digit serial number on the sticker on the bottom. Kind of a cool looking bottle. Just very normal, kind of unique looking bottle though. As I said, came out in 2007. The Perfumer-Maurice, there's 2 of them that I could find. The main one is Maurice Roucel, and the other guy is Thierry. He was also involved in this, so let's get straight into it. On the notes, we have on the top, bergamot, Calabrian mandarin, Chinese cardamom, and mint. In the mid, we have lavender, and the base is amber, patchouli, and musk. There are 2 bottle sizes. They're not your regular ones. There's a 1.7, that's what this guy is, which will run you anywhere from about 35 to 50, and a 2.5 or 75 milliliter will run you about 55 to 70 roughly. I think it is classified as an aromatic fougere. I don't know how to say fougere, whatever it is. But to me, it's more of an aromatic oriental fougere. Whatever. I don't know how to say that word. I know it's a mouthful, but to me, it's sweet, musky, earthy, dirty, and spicy. Well, it's a lot of things. So let's get into what it smells like. Up top, after I first apply it, I get some of the citrus from the bergamot and mandarin, but it's not a strong citrus. The cardamom gives it kind of a spicy edge, while the mint makes it kind of cool. It's almost both warm and cool at the same time in the beginning, that the mint doesn't stay around a long time. I don't know if that makes any sense to you guys. I think that's from the cardamom and the mint kind of clashing that gives it kind of the warm cold vibe, but like the mint is only around on my skin for at most an hour. I do get a prominent dirty, it's a lavender, but it's almost like a dirty, earthy lavender note throughout the entire life of the fragrance. It gets warmer and warmer as it progresses. This is one that's kind of hard to pick the notes apart because it's blended so masterfully. When it reaches the mid, no more than 30 to 40 minutes later, the dirty lavender starts to pick up and really joins the party. The citrus kind of goes to the background. Citrus is not a real big part of the scent. In the mid, mostly I get cardamom, lavender, just a touch of the mint there. It's still there a little bit, but not much. I don't get a lot of mint throughout this thing. But like I said, the lavender is not your regular fresh lavender. It's almost like an earthy, dirty quality to it. The lavender is the most prominent note in the mid, and it's also almost creamy, and the cardamom and spices give it almost like a cake vibe during the mid and dried home. It's sweet throughout, but it's not a gourmand. It's not edible. I do also start to get hints of the musk and the amber in the mid as well, but mostly it's the dirty lavender with a little bit of cardamom, and then I do get, I guess the cake comes from the amber vanilla type thing that I start to pick up in the mid, but it's not as big as it is in the dry down. Once it hits the dry down, the scent basically becomes its base notes, except for the lavender. It's sweet, creamy, ambery vanilla with patchouli and musk. The earthy lavender is not as prominent, but it's still there for at least a few hours of the dry down on my skin. The patchouli in this one is not a strong one like Amen. It's a much cleaner patchouli. Part of that might be the blend with the ambery vanilla and the musk, which to me are a little more prominent. They blended just so well that throughout it's almost like a work of art to me anyway. And the patchouli and the musk really give it quite a bit of longevity. It lasts quite a while. I would say that this is best probably for evening wear, formal events, but I honestly could see it worn for any occasion. As far as what women say about it, the ones that like it, they really like it. This is going to sound corny just because of the name, but you could say it hypnotizes them. Yeah, I know it's corny. On as far as compliment factor, it's above average, but not by a lot. The ones that really like it, but there are some that didn't care for it. Those are generally a little bit younger. The more 25 and up women really seem to enjoy it. As far as age, to me, this strikes me as more of a mature fragrance. I would say probably out of college and up, to be honest. So I'd probably say mid 20s. Number of sprays, I do two. One on the back of the neck and one on the chest. This stuff is pretty potent. You could do three, but this has the potential to possibly get cloying, so I usually do two. Who would like this? I'm gonna give you like sweet scents. If you like amber, vanilla, musk, or the oriental category, you probably like this. If you like other stuff from Maurice Roucel, you probably will love this. Why would you not like it? I think if you hate scents that are even a little bit sweet, if you strongly dislike lavender, musk, amber, and possibly even patchouli, although the patchouli is not real vital to this one. It's there, but it's not like in your face or anything. The dominant notes on this one are kind of hard to pick out just because it's blended so well. I would say if I had to pick them, I would say the dirty lavender, amber, and musk would be the most dominant notes to me. As far as bottles, I think if you like Frederic Malle Musc Ravageur, or even 212 Sexy Men by Carolina Herrera, you might enjoy this. But this is a tough one to pick because to me there's not a lot that smells like this. What do I think of when I wear this? This is kind of tough, but to me it's like a vanilla cake in the woods surrounded by lavender that's been covered in mud and trees. No idea where that came from, but that's what I think of. Let's go ahead and get in my ratings. As far as overall smell and compliments, I'm going to give it a 9.75. Personally, I love it. To me, it's a work of art. It's blended almost flawlessly. It's sexy, sensual, classy, mature. The only reason I can't give it a 10 is that the compliments are not as high as I think they should be. I think I should get compliments on this all the time just because of how much I like it. But it does get compliments for sure. It's not on the low end of compliments. Projection. Probably 8 out of 10. It's average. It's not in your face, but it's no slouch either. It's kind of pretty average. Longevity. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. I get a minimum of 6 to 8 hours on my skin. Some may get less, but I usually get at least 8, upwards of around 12 on my skin at least. But 12 is the highest, but usually I get about 8 to 10. As far as uniqueness, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. I think it's very unique to me anyway. It's not too popular. As I said, it's classy, mature, sexy, sensual, masculine, etc. I could keep going on and on. Versatility. I'll give it an 8.5. I think it's really only good for fall and winter, maybe spring. I think it would get very cloying if you wore it in warmer weather. But I personally think it can be worn for anything, but I think it's best for evenings probably. Overall rating, I'm going to give it a 9.5 out of 10. To me, it's a work of art. I can't quite give it a perfect rating due to it not being very versatile. If it worked in summer, I think this would be an absolute 10, but then again, it would completely change the type of fragrance it is. So personally, I highly recommend this stuff, and like I said, it's slowly creeping its way up my top fall-winter frag list, which it's easily in the top 10, probably almost in the top 5 by now, if it isn't already. I haven't actually updated my list, but in terms of how much I'm wearing them and enjoying them, this is up there for sure. As far as buy, try, and pass, I think this is a definite try. I want to say buy, but there are some people that I don't think are going to like this one, as it is more mature. But I highly recommend it. I think it's something you should definitely sniff out if it sounds interesting to you. So that is my take on Lancome's Hypnose Homme, a fantastic scent from Maurice Roucel in the House of Lancome. I really enjoy it. I highly recommend it. And as always, please rate, comment, and subscribe. And thanks for watching, guys.